Only this time, right after a rainstorm. So we're going to see how bad the humidity gets as I make my way to the usual place, Almar. So far so good. Traffic's not that busy on a Saturday. And by the by, we're having lunch courtesy of Lita over at a place I've been to earlier with Iman and the nieces. Can't remember the name offhand, but it'll come to me once I get there. Ah, the sights, the sounds, the smells. Only in Lukban. This place has become one of my frequent stops when I'm bored. And when I see something I could fix over in Mom's house. Mr. DIY. It's a popular store franchise here in Asia. It's basically a little convenience store with knickknacks here and there that are supposedly best priced as compared to other stores of similar inventory. I'll probably stop by later on today or tomorrow for something else I like. I gotta cut this walk kind of shorter than normal because of the timetable we're on today. Apparently lunch is happening at around 11. Either my brother Pogi or my sister Jasmine will pick us up. We'll head over to that place that I can't remember offhand again. But it does have some weird memories for me. I love the sausages here, or langounese as they call it. It's got a particular flavor that you can't really replicate in the States. Thus, my presence here. The benefit of the rains coming in now and then means that the streets are cleaner, especially from dog poop, which is usually everywhere when it's not raining. Thank goodness. I think today we'll walk in the opposite direction from where I normally walk. It's usually clockwise around this subdivision. But today I'm feeling different. The short street leads us towards the left-hand side as I'm facing the community. As we pass by lovely progressive structures, again more suited to my taste as far as building structures here in the Philippines. Very nice. When it rains, everything remains green. Oh boy, is there a lot of green here. That's interesting. Yeah. As I may have mentioned in previous vlogs, gravity is what's used instead of water pressure to get water from its source to the homes here. However, you still need to pump it up so you can store it in these vessels, which are usually on the rooftop. I've seen a few on ground level, but rooftops preferred. Once again, to use the force of gravity to get everything down the pipes. Gotta love some of these street names. Sometimes you don't need street names, courtesy of the weather. I really wish I could replicate this back home, but the arid conditions of Las Vegas does not allow it without a lot of water resource and good timing. Temperature's pretty moderate at the moment. I do see the old sun coming up. What that usually does in this town, especially after the rains, is creates a sauna effect where everything becomes extremely humid. Another reason why I should cut this walk a bit shorter than normal. But we're going to see how long I can push it before I make my way back home to Mom's house. Like any place else in the world, nothing really can move forward without these guys. The deliverers of power and energy, and quite possibly data. I should mention that about 2 days ago is when I should have been back on a bird, making my way back to Las Vegas, me and beautiful wife. But after taking a look at the itinerary the wife said, I said, you know what? That's a little early. I just wanted 2 more days here, which would have meant that I would have been back on the bird today. But unfortunately, as things turn out, through a series of unfortunate incidences, which includes a travel agent and the lack of trying to reach her via phone and or internet, we wind up staying a bit longer than I really wanted to. But if I had to stay longer, I'd rather stay longer here. So it looks like we're flying out on the evening of the 8th of September. Today is the 27th of August. So this is the longest I've ever stayed in my wife's hometown. And so far, it's been great. My biggest concern, of course, is my health issues, as I had a big issue on the way home on our last visit. Hopefully that won't rear its ugly head again. But I got plenty of Pepto just in case. Not the most flattering angle, but an angle nonetheless. Grazing away. Who needs lawnmowers? Yet another natural lawnmower. Only this one's slightly more aggressive. Doesn't like to be stared down, apparently. All by himself. Hey, look at these. Not quite ripe yet. But getting there. Yum, yum, yum. Ah, the future of breakfast. Speaking of breakfast. Stay there, monkey. Can't trust the ones that are loose. More futures in breakfast. You got that fella in the back there. And we're just about done heading back to the main entrance. Just met up with my old barber that lives here and works here. He was asking where everybody else was, and I said, they're still asleep and or doing something else. Nice fella. When I come back, I'll be sure to see him again to take care of what's left of this. Might not be the best time to wash a car, but to be honest, when is it around here? This place reminds me that I look forward to lunch over at Para Adel. I think that's what this place is called that we're going to. But we ate up here a couple visits ago, the Tex-Mex place. I think it's owned by an American and his beloved wife, who is a local. They got 2 private rooms where you can sing karaoke and enjoy a Pinoy version of Tex-Mex. I would normally take this street to head back home, which is kind of further away, but we're going to head back in this direction from whence we first came in, as a result of my bladder yelling at me saying, "Relieve me." I neglected to mention that this place also has a full basketball court in it, as well as eateries above and at the same level of the court. Very nice and soundproof, considering there's stores and other shops down in this section. Then you actually have private parking down here. Very progressive. It's air apparent they don't do smog checks here for vehicles. I am amazed people don't come up with lung cancer around here with all the petrol exhaust going on. Those vehicles naturally don't emit any exhaust. But these guys do. Nonetheless, they're fun to be in. I've not had a chance to attend the gym. There's always something that comes up that gets in the way. Today's no exception. And there's Mom's house with all the plants that never get sold, but are ready to go at the drop of a hat. Maybe one day somebody will say, you know what, I'm short on plants. Still waiting. Okay, we're about to go to where again? And normally Iman would be driving, but guess who's driving this time? We get there. Back good and bad memories. Stop it. We have arrived at our destination for lunch. We'll be entering the facility shortly. Well,
Kuya, gusto mo ba ng crispy pata?
crispy pata?
You like?
Yeah.
Ay,
Bubble water.
puro baboy.
Oo, mga puro baboy. Yung kay nanay mo na intindihin.
Ayun lang gusto namin.
Kaya nga, bubble water.
Lista ni anak dami. Dalawang kare-karing seafoods.
Watermelon smoothie
Water.
Gusto daw niya yung watermelon.
and bottled water.
Oh, yeah.
Seafoods. Oo. Hindi na ako natin yun. Nilagyan ko na naman ng order natin. Laging yun.
Wala.
Dalawang kare-karing. Nalimutan ko ganun yung Munggo na kayo tumahog yung munggo. Ate, kalimutan ko dala ni Daddy. Sabi ni Amon, wala mo akong nagagawa. Layos ng layos, kain ng kain. Napabayaan na daw niya yun.
And here's the rest of the gang. Voila! The gang's all here.
Tama ba? Tama. Din eh.
Dito, umupo kayo para makita yung kung ilan pa yung kulang na plate.
Hey, Joyce! Bakit si Shede inaano ng... Shede? Yan.
Sinon, là tu restes là.
And so it begins. The feast, or at least parts of it are here. My favorite sinigang, babu. Calamari we just passed, a little bit of manok, some more calamari back there, and another sinigang. Oh, yeah. Oh, and what's this? Oh, yeah. Is that chop suey?
Tsaka yung rice food.
And where's that going?
Gusto kong kamo.
Ayan ka mo. Ate, dyan mo nilagay ka.
Manok. There's a babu again. Mounds of rice. Looks like Mount Banahaw rice right there. Calamari, chop suey, manok, more calamari. I think that's a babuy, sinigang babuy.
Ilagay mo na siya dyan.
Ang nalagana.
Meron din.
And there's Nai eating
Si Nanay
already.
hindi na niya kaya, gutom na siya.
And Bogey still awake.
Ate, pa ganun.
And you must drink this. The slow pan.
Yung mga...
Banda ka tapos na sa ako yung ate. Ito ay vegan.
I'm now in the resort section of this property. We've been allowed access to its facility, if only to take photos and video. There is a pool just beyond those hedges, as well as an event area for parties and the like. And we came here with Manny, my drinking buddy. And here comes the rest of the gang. Sabapana. Heading up the rear. And ever so humble. Here's that pool I mentioned. It's big. Got a nice water relief back there. And it's relatively deep. Some interesting sculptures of animals. You even got some sculptures way in the back. Way in the back. Zoom in, there we go. And of course, the clubhouse is that away. More sculptures. Playground for the kiddies. I'm on a grassy slope. Heading to, I guess, the resort proper up there. Oh, and look at this. They got a dinosaur. What's wrong with you?
Cute! Cute!
What animal is this? What is that? Is that the almighty ungui? It's Bigfoot. Who would have thought that I'd be standing to one of these things after lunch? Rhinoceros. And that is Adam and Eve. Another angle of the pool from this angle. And there's the actual entrance point to these sculptures.
Your brother is here! James, your brother is making for you! James! Help me, James!
Ooh la la. I have it in good faith that this little area right here is a coffee joint. And God knows I can use some right now. Not only to burn off the meal, but to avoid further jet lag. You know, I've been here for 3 weeks. I still cannot sleep in accordance with the sun in this neck of the woods. Ooh, look at that, and they're open too. Part of the resort. Oh my. Well, at least we're getting coffee. And this is what we're dealing with. I got my usual cappuccino, and it's made correctly with a little design.
Yes.
And
And
Krisha got the white mocha chocolate?
Yeah, chocolate, yes.
Ah, I see. With a very interesting design as well.
I don't know.
And Mati is feeding his son cookies. And where is Son? Where does Son go? There's Son. And his beautiful wife. Yes, Miss Smiley. Ooh, got done with the coffee for a bit. Drove all the way back home. Brought Mom back to the house. Stayed there for a bit. And now we're heading to my favorite store in town. Gotta have a mask. Stave off the boogeyman. I got some things, but more importantly, let's get this out of here. We got one of these. Can't wait.